Hi, and welcome to another Democracy Explainer video from YCS in partnership with Best for Britain. We make videos around citizenship, democracy and your consumer rights. If you want to follow our content, hit subscribe and click the bell notification icon. So, back to today's video. In recent years, you may have seen people take to the streets to protest in huge numbers. Marches to stop Brexit, marches against Trump, marches to reclaim the night, telling the world and our leaders that Black Lives Matter. Students and primary school pupils striking to save our planet. Perhaps you've been on one of these yourself, and perhaps you haven't seen the changes you were hoping for. The police crime sentencing and courts bill is making it through the Parliament and would seriously curtail your right to safely attend a protest. But the history of protest is a long one and has been the driving force behind changes to many laws, views and practices that exist today in Britain and across the world. In this series of videos, we're going to be highlighting some of the protests that changed Britain forever, even though some people somewhere found them annoying. Let's start with the Suffragettes. Women's right to vote. The Suffragettes was the term for campaigners who fought for women to have the right to vote in public elections. By the end of the 19th century, several countries such as New Zealand had granted women voting rights. However, by 1903, the UK had still not granted them. Emily Pankhurst founded the British Women's Social and Political Union, a women-only movement that sought to pressure the UK government to give women the right to vote through direct action and civil disobedience. So, were the suffragettes annoying? The suffragettes definitely annoyed plenty of people in the establishment. They chained themselves to railings, smashed windows, burnt the slogan, "Votes for Women," into the grass of golf courses. One of the most impactful events was in 1913 at Epsom Racecourse, where Emily Davison sacrificed her own life, throwing herself in front of the King's horse at the Derby. At the start of World War I, there were approximately 1,000 suffragettes in prison for public order offences or failure to pay fines. This led to many of them staging hunger strikes. Shockingly, many prisoners were force-fed by the authorities, and this is as brutal as it sounds. It wasn't until 1918 when women finally got the vote. Although that's not strictly true. Did you know that whilst the Representation of the People Act was passed in 1918, it only allowed women over the age of 30 and who were registered property occupiers to vote? Although 8.5 million women met this criteria, it only amounted to about 2/3 of the total population of women in the UK. Women now made up 40% of the total electorate. But if they had been enfranchised to the same degree as men, they would have been in the majority because of the loss of men in the war. It was not until the Equal Franchise Act of 1928 that women over 21 were able to vote, and women finally achieved the same voting rights as men. This act increased the number of women eligible to vote to 15 million. Look out for more of our history of annoying British protests. If you want to learn more about the police crime sentencing and courts bill, we recommend you go to Best for Britain's website for the latest news. If you want to follow our content, hit subscribe and click the bell notification icon. Follow us on our social media channels to find more videos like this. Have a good day wherever you are, and we hope to see you again soon.